And we are back, and it is time for something completely different. I've never done a video response before, but I was watching a bunch a couple months ago, and Brent Richards put out a contest, I think when he hit 400, he's now hit 500, that's how long it's been, asking to share, I think, his favorite ballpark memories. So, and I guess how it relates to cards. So, thought I'd take a little bit of a break from Heritage High Number, since it hasn't been treating me that well anyway, and get this out. And one of the other reasons I had to put this off is that I was actually actively buying some of this guy's stuff, not Brent Richards, the player in question. So I had to wait for all that stuff to come in. So I think you can probably guess who it is. The shirt back there is Cedric Mullins. So let me set the stage for you. It's 2021, a year into the pandemic. Things are starting to open up. I had just passed the CompTIA Security Plus exam, and we were looking for a place to go on vacation. And my son had never been to a Major League Baseball game. He'd been to Reading maybe once or twice. So because we live in southeastern Pennsylvania, and me being a Mets fan, I really didn't want his first Major League game to be the Philadelphia Phillies. So I thought, what else is there? And the obvious answer is the Baltimore Orioles. Now in 2021, they were not very good. And Baltimore isn't very, very good either, unfortunately. It's fallen on rough times, but that's the subject of someone else's channel. So we booked a couple days down in the Inner Harbor, and I bought some tickets on StubHub about half an hour before the game started. It ended up being Cedric Mullins night, which is where I got the t-shirt from. That's mine, not his. And if you remember, again, in 2021, Orioles weren't very good. No Adley Rutschman even. It was Cedric Mullins. It was Ryan Mountcastle. The Blue Jays were in town, so we really thought that we were going to see Vladdy hit one out. We're going to see Bo Bichette hit one out. What ended up happening was, because it was Cedric Mullins night, I think he hit two out. He didn't necessarily have a walk-off, but the Orioles actually won that game. If I did the math correctly, I did it back then when I showed another card. I'm going to show it again. I think we saw 2.5% of their wins that year, because they didn't win a lot. So do the math backwards. I saw one win out of 162 games, and so however many they won that year. So anyway, enough chit chat. Let me get to the cards. So that's my ballpark memory. I mean, I have others, but that's the one I wanted to share. So when we started this whole card journey, I kind of started looking for, especially rookie cards, autographed rookie cards, relatively low number. I mean, I can't get down into the single digits, but you'll see what I mean. So I think this was the first one I picked up. It's the Topps Finest green out of 99. Not a wave, it's just a base. I thought about picking up the wave after the fact, and I never got around to it. So again, picked this up a while ago for, I don't know, $30, $40, I can't remember. I don't feel like going back and looking for it. Of course, he's having a really great start to the 2025 season. These things have been going up like crazy. All right, anyway, next card. This, I believe, was a buy it now. It's his Topps Chrome Sapphire autographed rookie card. So 10 on the auto and 9.5 SGC on the card itself. So let's see. I guess it's not numbered. I honestly don't remember. I had to look at it to remind myself. So I think I kind of overpaid for this. I could probably have gotten a numbered one for slightly more, or maybe even about the same. But this is one of those lesson cards, right? That you look at and you go, oh yeah, let's never make that mistake again. All right, so now I think those are the two that I've shown in various forms. I think the Atomic was a short I did. So now we're getting into some newer stuff. Actually, I think I showed this one too. This was out of 2022. I figured I want to start picking up 2022 autos because maybe the picture was taken at the game we went to in 2021. I showed this before. Obviously, it's the 1987 All-Star on-card insert. So card has multiple factors to it. It's the 1987, which is when I was full swing collecting, so it reminds me of that. It's on card, which is always a nice plus. And again, the picture might have been taken at the game that we went to. I honestly don't remember. So this card serves multiple functions. Not numbered, but I really like it. I got it for like $10 and free shipping, or $1.25. All right, so now we're getting into some new stuff. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen this one already. Picked this one up for a song. I believe this was an auction, maybe one of those suboptimal auctions I'm always talking about. So it's numbered out of 49. It's got a nice 3-colored patch there. I actually like this card a lot better than the ones out of 25 that I've been seeing, just because what the patch looks like. I think I got this also for less than what it should have gone for. There was a spec around here somewhere in the picture, but I bought it anyway. And as soon as I got it, I took it out of the case that he sent it in, and I literally just flicked it right off, and it looks great now. So I'm really happy to have this. I know it's unlicensed, but it's such a good card. It's so flippin' thick. I had to put it in one of those things that they send Topps Now cards in. All right, so now we're getting to the stuff that I was waiting on, which prevented me from putting this out sooner. So here we have, back to 2022, we got the Cedric Mullins purple refractor, again, on-card auto. And I like this card because, again, we started collecting in 2022. It is numbered out of 250. So remember in I don't know if it was in base, but in Topps Chrome Update, you had the purple refractors. So this kind of reminds me of that. It's not one of those cards because it's numbered and it's not out of update, but it reminds me of that. So I like the card. Finally, the last card, and it's not autoed, unfortunately, but I picked this up for a song. This is actually 2021, so I like to think that maybe some of this stuff was used in the game that we went to. This is, again, unlicensed, Absolute Baseball, Tools of the Trade. So we got some patches, we got a piece of the bat, all right, not numbered, but I got it for like $1. You know, the shipping was like 5 times as much as the card was. So happy to add that to my collection. And yeah, I'm just gonna put that on the shelf and look at it every so often. Remember the time that my boy and I spent at the Orioles game. So, and so I'll win. So anyway, I probably should have been putting these up, but I won't. All right, you guys can go back and rewind and pause and look at your favorite card. Tell me what you think in the comments, and I'll be back next week with hopefully some Heritage High number. See you when I see you.